What is going on, guys? Master Gamer here for you today, back with some PES 2016 action for you today, giving you my thoughts on gameplay and just talking about the general bits and bobs about PES and what we've heard so far and everything like that. So as we can see in front of us, this is a gameplay demo which was released by IGN a couple of hours ago, and it looks beautiful. So I'll make sure I leave a link in the description for IGN if you do want to go watch the interview, because there's an interview released with the demo talking about what's new to the game, what they've been working on and stuff like that. So if you do want to go check it out, there is a link in the description down below, so you can go watch it. It's well worth a watch. I've watched it twice now, and some of the stuff has been said in the interview, which we will be talking about today. So as we can see in front of us, we've got Brazil versus Germany, which is awesome. Two great teams, and obviously the main man you will see a lot in this gameplay is Neymar. You will see a lot of Neymar in this gameplay, so obviously he is the face of PES 2016 this year. Gertz is apparently, they said in the interview, he's still part of it, but he's probably maybe next year. But Neymar's the main face, so you will see a lot of Neymar in this footage, gameplay demo. But overall, the gameplay demo, I am over the moon about it. I've watched it twice now. I haven't found anything wrong with it. It just looks more of an improved version of PES 2015. Obviously, the game PES 2015 was released 10 months ago, and a couple of people have been like, "Oh, it looks very similar." Obviously, you got to think 10 months ago this game came out, and obviously within 10 months, the only thing they could rework on is the actual in-game gameplay, and they can't really enhance the picture of looking of the game because they haven't had that extra month or two to work on the actual picture. But they did say throughout the interview that little things have been improved. Obviously, overall, they said they did a little bit of tweaking of the graphics, nothing super much, but they mainly have been working on like the actual in-game gameplay. Like you can see here with Oscars, like they've been working on the player ID a little bit more, and really working on the player skills on how they react, and as you see Neymar here, handle the ball a bit more better, and the as you can see play to his left, making runs and stuff like that. They've been working on more of the in-game system other than the the surroundings, like the stadium, stuff like that. They've been working more of the in-game, so you get a better experience with it. So, which I'm happy about. Obviously, it was a nice looking game compared to PES 2014, but PES 2015 was really nice to look at, especially on next gen, because I own it on the PS4 and it's a fantastic game to look at, and I was over the moon about it. But 2016 looks a little bit better, and it just looks incredible. I cannot find nothing wrong with it. Everything which was said in the interview was very, very positive. They were very confident about this game is going to be a success, and they just said with the feedback we've had from PES 2015 was fantastic, and for me that's gone okay, that's brilliant. And they did say a lot throughout the interview, which you can go watch. The link is in the description. Them talking about the PES community. They've been listening to a lot of feedback and listening to what people want in the next game, and that's one thing which is repeated a lot within the interview, and which for me that's fantastic as a game, because I love them kind of games where they obviously, as we are the players, we want to play this game to the way we want it, and they've redone it. Obviously they could be like, oh, we've got to put this, but they want to make a game for the actual players. So that's what they've enhanced, is actually listening to the PES community, and they've worked on a lot. It's like they worked on My Club, make it a little bit more easier for people, which is fantastic. Because for me, My Club was a bit kind of it was new to the PES community, which is now their biggest game mode. But they said they'd make it a little bit more simpler now, which is good, because I did find it was a bit confusing to look at sometimes, My Club, and which was hard for me to kind of motivate myself to get into it, because it was like, okay, I don't really understand this and stuff like that. Obviously, if I played it more, I would probably understand it more. But they said they've made it way more easier now, so you can function around in the options and stuff like that, and get from A to B, like the transfers and stuff like that. So that's what I'm happy about, and that's what it said as well about the Master League. They've made it a little bit, they've literally stripped it all back, and they've improved it, made it a little bit more better. It's like a new transfer system, more players and stuff like that. Over 10,000 players apparently they've got, which is fantastic. And just everything like that. And they didn't really speak about licensed clubs, which I was sad about. There are going to be lots of announcements coming as well in Gamescom, which I cannot wait for now, because as I said, they're going to be releasing about licensed clubs and other bits like that. Only thing they've really announced about licenses, which they've got UEFA, Champions League, Europa League and the Super Cup for another 3 years, which is fantastic as a PES game. So FIFA's not going to jump in and be like, oh, we're going to buy these rights. So that means FIFA are going to be buggering off for another 3 years, and UEFA support PES, which is fantastic. And I was actually watching TV the other night. I didn't really spot it myself, but I was speaking to a friend of mine, and they said they actually seen PES on the advertising boards. PES 2016 being advertised, which is fantastic. So they're really promoting it, and that was international. I think it was England versus the other country, I can't remember. But that was just this weekend, which was fantastic. I didn't notice it, but someone else did. I was like, that's actually pretty darn awesome. So that really got people behind them and pushing this game way more, which is I'm over the moon about. So this game is going to hopefully be, for me, when I played, say, before the new engine, PES 2013 was fantastic. I was like, cannot wait for PES 2014. It's going to be amazing. But obviously, they announced a new engine, so I was like, okay, I'm interested. But I think PES 2016 is going to be my 2013. This might sound a bit weird to you, but for me, there was like the stepping stone. That was the ultimate stepping stone. PES 2015 was absolutely brilliant and everything, but I think 2016 is going to sweep me off my feet a bit. It's going to be big expectations. 2015, I'm over the moon about. It's fantastic. I cannot find... There's a few things with it I would say I would like to improve. Obviously, PES 2016 is going to do that, and it's just going to be amazing. So just look at that. It's just brilliant. The goalkeepers are being enhanced as well. So like penalty taking's been a little bit changed as well, because taking penalties on PES always pretty bulky. I would say they're not being the best, but instead of reworked on the penalties, the free kicks and corners as well, as we can see here, and like fighting with the defenders as well. There was one comparing, it's like Mertesacker versus Evra. They said obviously Evra's not going to win because he's a smaller guy over Mertesacker, and there's more like scraps going on in corners and stuff like that. So I like the fact they've worked on like the player IDs and what's the thing, player AIs, and made them kind of do different things. Obviously, when you're off the ball, the players are going to be making runs around you and everything like that, which is fantastic. But it's kind of, when you watch the demo gameplay, you can see the players making runs into spaces and stuff like that. But obviously, in the last last couple of PESs, sorry, you can make the auto run, so you can control another player and make them make runs into other things. But they did really like say in the interviews, like, you won't have to really do that now. You can still have control over the player, but they've kind of mantled, added into the players, like they will know they need to make a run into the space and stuff like that. So you don't really have to do it. They kind of, the way I like to see it, it's like they're thinking what you're thinking, possibly. So say if I'm playing out on a wing, I want a centre forward to cut in more to the right. They might do that. So as we can see here, it's like a player made a run there, and obviously you got the left winger as well. So it's just make little runs in. That's what I love. That's why I love Hilarious. So we've got a goal there, so that's brilliant. So little things like that, and also as you can see here as well, celebrations, which has been added. That is one thing which was added to the game as well. The PES community wanted. Obviously, that does come from FIFA. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's still not from FIFA, but that's what the PES community wanted, and they've added it to it. Obviously, when you score a goal on PES, it feels like you've achieved something amazing, because playing PES for me it's a good mind game. It's a fun. It's like, it can be frustrating, but it's a good frustration, because it's kind of, you've got to build up the play, change your game tactics a bit, and when you score that goal, it's like a really earned achievement. It's like, yes, I've really done it. I've scored a goal, and that's what they've done. It's like, so you can actually celebrate your goal. But obviously, I know a lot of FIFA people will be like, "Oh, you stole that from FIFA," blah blah blah. It's like, that's what the PES community wanted. It's not, obviously, PES probably would like to introduce that, but that's what the PES community wanted. And for me, I'm all for it, because obviously you do want to kind of celebrate, kind of like yes, and show your celebrations for it when you score a goal. Because when you do score a goal, for me on PES, it's like you could just hear it in my voice if you do watch my other PES videos. Like yes, he scored a goal. He's like it was a well earned achievement. But that's what I really do love. They just really talks a lot about adding a lot about the PES community into this game. So I'm interested to see what they do, because it's just gonna be, words can't describe. I think words can't describe on how it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be amazing. But it's just Gamescom. I don't know when Gamescom is, but they said there's gonna be way more announcements, because that's the last show they do before the game comes out in September. And also you might see the celebrations here actually now. So you can like control the player, and you can like show your affections, like scoring a goal and stuff like that, as you did see a moment ago in the top right corner. But what was I saying? Yeah, Gamescom. I don't know when it is. I think it's in July, August time. But they said that they will be announcing like what licensed clubs they've got. Obviously, we'll probably hear news about an actual gameplay demo coming out for us on the PlayStation, for Xbox One, and maybe other platforms. You don't know, but I just think there's more to come from Gamescom. There's going to be more being announced. I reckon there's like possibly more in-game stuff they will announce, and just overall, because they're just teasing. It's like one thing I did find is one of the comments, like I said at the beginning, maybe about the Goetze things. Like Neymar is the face of PES this year, but they did say that Goetze's also still kind of attached to him as well. So I'm interested to see what happens with Goetze, maybe, because they said they're still working with Goetze and stuff like that. So he's not off the books. He isn't yet. Obviously, we've had Messi in the past. We've had Torres. We've had Ronaldo. We had obviously Goetze, which is still apparently a part of the PES franchise, and obviously Neymar now, which is fantastic. Obviously, he's going to be a big freaking star when he's already a big star, obviously, but he's going to be more amazing in the next coming years, because he's still super young and he's going to make some good records while he's at Barca, like breaking goal records and stuff like that. But it's just interesting to see what they do with the Goetze thing and what they're going to do with that. But obviously that's why they've selected Brazil versus Germany, because obviously Goetze and Neymar being a part of the big names for the company, which is fantastic. But just Gamescom, cannot wait to hear what other stuff is going to come on our way. And there's been a lot of pictures that have been released as well with the Master League, which I'm over the moon about. Cannot complain. The Master League looks clean, my club looks clean, and just overall, but just everything. I didn't expect to have this much stuff at this time of the year. I expected it to just be like, here's a little teaser. Honestly, it's the 20-year anniversary, so that might be the reason why they exploded with so much stuff, to giving us like, this is what you're having now. Then games gonna be way more stuff, but I'm just really surprised to have this much stuff at E3. Obviously, it's one of the biggest game conventions E3 is for announcements and that, but I didn't expect to have this much at this moment. But I'm over the moon we've got this much, because it's kind of like insane. It's kind of like, it gets more and more excited for the launch for this game. But it's a beautiful game, man. It's beautiful. Cannot find nothing wrong with it. But you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think of the actual interview yourself. The gameplay. Is there anything you would like to see improved in the PES game? Is there any things I've missed out? It's like, oh, maybe this is a bit faulty here and there. You have to let me know in the comments down below, because I'm interested. Because I like PES discussions. As you can tell, I only talk for 16 minutes. But I could talk for PES for hours and hours. I love PES. But it's just brilliant just to have gameplay in front of us right here. Just watching this for me is just like, I could just watch this over and over. So it's like, technically this is my third time watching this gameplay, because I've been talking while we've been doing this. I don't know why I'm just mumbling now. But we are getting towards the end of the video now. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of this gameplay, and if you've watched the interview as well, which will be in the link down below. Go into the IGN's page and to the actual interview as well about PES 2016. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. But thank you very much to IGN, obviously, for uploading gameplay. Obviously, big praise goes to them because it's their gameplay, but I just wanted to do a video giving you my thoughts and stuff like that. But obviously, big praise to IGN for doing the gameplay and releasing it. Thank you all for watching, guys. Much appreciated. If you have enjoyed it, remember to smash the like button down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel as well for more PES 2015-16 stuff. 2016. This is the channel to be on, guys. But thank you all for watching today, guys. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you all later on. Bye.